This is the second article on cosmology that can be found on the Creation Articles page in the website World History 3967. It's really actually an incredible thing that we notice that the magnetic field is decreasing at a very steady rate. But Mr. Barnes showed this in the 80s and it was confirmed, and he was using 100 years of results, and it was confirmed by very accurate measurements in the last 30 years that this rate is steady and it's continuous. Now, if we extrapolate backwards, this would mean that the Earth could only be 6 to 10,000 years old. Any further back in time, and the magnetic field would be too strong. And so we have very good evidence for a recent creation. Furthermore, if we go and look at the solar system, we find that the magnetic fields in the planets and the moons are equally anomalous as far as an old universe is concerned, because if you had 4.6 billion years age to the solar system, you'd expect very, very weak or non-existent magnetic fields in these planets. In fact, what they found was fields that were sufficiently strong to defy all their expectations. And Russell Humphreys had predicted before the satellites reached there that Uranus and Neptune would have quite strong magnetic fields. And when the satellites arrived, that was confirmed way above the figure that was expected using an ancient universe model. Now, there are some rescuing devices that are proposed to suggest how a magnetic field could exist over 4.6 billion years, but they are special pleading and they are unlikely to be true. And they probably wouldn't work for 4.6 billion years either. 4.6 billion years is a long time, and using the basis of entropy, it's highly unlikely that you would preserve the type of magnetic field we have, given the sense in which it is decaying so steadily. If we notice that there's sometimes oscillations between north and south poles in the rocks, that is consistent with the tectonic shifts that were taking place during the worldwide flood. It was a very temporary one-off oscillation. And so we have very good evidence now from the magnetic fields that the Earth and the solar system are recent, and thus confirming the Bible is true in its account of history. And that's really important for our eternal salvation, to know that the Bible is true. Well, thank you for listening.